Morning all. So today we're going to start off by looking at the expansion list for the Washington Capitals. You'll notice I skipped Vegas because Vegas does not have to worry about the expansion draft, which means Vegas is going to be open for business when we get to expansion. Um, Washington has an interesting list overall. I think it'll probably be a defenseman that they lose. Depends on how they work this. It's going to be 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, I would think. And I know Ovechkin's contract's up at the end of this year, but we know that either he's going to re-sign for an extension or maybe go to the KHL. I can't see him going anywhere else. And I can't see them leaving him available if he's not signed by then, and if he wants to stay in the NHL, he'll be traded by the time he reaches the expansion draft. There's no way the Capitals would risk losing Ovechkin to an expansion team. Backstrom has a no movement clause, has to be protected, which leaves Kuznetsov is an automatic. To me, Wilson is an automatic. Eller as well is an automatic. Now I know Eller's getting older, but I still think you protect him. Jacob Vrana and Garnet Hathaway, I think all get protected up front. I think those are the forwards you have to protect, which means I'm not protecting TJ Oshie. I don't see that contract as aging particularly well. And I don't know that the Capitals would necessarily want to protect him over anybody on this side of the board. Maybe Hathaway, but if Hathaway ends up on this side of the board, he's getting taken. Hagelin, Panik, Dowd, and Sprong are notables, but I can't see Sprong getting taken. And any of the guys who aren't on the board, it means I don't see them getting taken. Like yesterday, for instance, with Vancouver, I didn't have Tyler Mott on the board because as much as we may love him in Vancouver for what he did during the playoffs, in reality, Tyler Mott's a fourth liner who might get you 5 or 6 goals during a given season. And I think for fourth line options, Seattle will have better options than Tyler Mott coming into this expansion draft. So those are the notables to me up front for the Capitals. Now on the blue line, I protect Carlson and Orlov are automatic, to me anyways. And then, well, I guess you protect Schultz. They just signed Schultz. They believe in Schultz. They think he's going to have a big bounce back year, which means I'm leaving Brendan Dillon out there. Now, Dillon could be the one that gets protected. Schultz could be the one that gets exposed. It could be one of them. Whoever doesn't get protected, I think likely gets taken by Seattle. But you've got Kempny as well. Kempny's been solid on the blue line. Jensen, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, and a notable prospect who's got 2 years of pro experience now, Lucas Johansson, Ryan Johansson's brother. And he could end up being a very notable pickup for Seattle if in fact they decide to go with somebody who has yet to play. And if you're Washington, maybe you're tempted to protect him if you feel like he's going to still, develop into that NHL level defenseman and expose either Schultz or Orlov. And again, I would think Schultz would be the number 3 guy there and get exposed if they decide to protect Johansson. But there are some interesting options for Seattle from the Washington blue line. And then in net, you protect Samsonov because of course you do. I'm kind of surprised that he's not exempt, but here we are. And Lundqvist would be exposed, and Vanacek as well. And it's really interesting to me that Lundqvist is going to be on an exposed list, and we're not discussing him as being a very likely pickup for Seattle, because at this stage, I don't think it works. I don't think that Lundqvist would be a good pickup for Ron Francis with some of the other names on this board who are younger and more capable of being members of the Kraken for years to come than Lundqvist. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. So yeah, there you go. Washington Capitals, to me it's a pretty easy team to come up with who should be protected. Again, on the blue line, we can have that debate about who you do or don't protect, and let me know in the comment section below. Because I think with the forward group, there's going to be some debate probably about Hathaway, maybe about Eller, but in general, I think this is probably how it's going to turn out. And again, this is if all the rosters stay the same. We know they won't between now and expansion. But yeah, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.